morning. Something sold on my eBay store, and then I realized that it's in storage, and I have no idea where it is. It's something I forgot about, that it's been up on my store for about 2 years, so I completely forgot that I even had it. But I need to ship it out. So I need to go and I gotta find it. And then I gotta package it, and then I gotta take it to ship. Today I also have my doctor's appointment with this specialist. He's probably gonna tell me that I'm good to go back to work. So that's also today. So let's go find that eBay thing. So, looking for a shirt. Need light. Okay. This is all old store stuff. Fonts. Random bobbleheads. Amiibos, just random stuff. This is all full of it. And then up there is plushies, Samizu looks like, some other stuff. And it's all just stuff from my old store. Yeah, just like random novelty stuff, water bottle novelty stuff, round one things, loose pops, random Whataburger Pez, 90s Power Ranger action figures. Not in that one. Not in a box. That's what we're looking for. This is a size medium. This is a Dave & Buster's exclusive bauble house. Shout out to the guy who bought this. Comes in a bag. It's just like a collaboration they did with whatever brand that is. And it's a button-up shirt. It's kind of weird. I don't want to take it out because I don't want to mess it up for the fella. Keep it minty fresh for him. I wonder why businesses fail. Because you think about this place that we're in right now. It used to be Sunrise Mall. I live in Corpus Christi, Texas. So this mall used to be like the mall. Did this mall close or start getting shitty because of poor management? Was it the stores they chose to come in here? Was it the type of people that were coming? Like, it was a nice mall. You can look up videos. It was in The Ballad of Billie Jean. I think that's the name of it. They filmed that movie here in the 80s. But yeah, they just let it deteriorate. And at one point they had businesses and dentist offices and they just let it pretty much die. But it's strange to think that within a span of 10 years that this mall started to fail, and the mall that is now called La Palmera Mall, used to be Padre Staples Mall, was the dominant force that took over. And you think, man, this whole block, there's a shopping center that the mall across the street took over, and that's very popular. But for some reason, this one mall just seemed to not make it. Now it's full of like a bar that constantly changes names, and it used to be a church, but now the church is gone. And this storage place, this place used to be a Burlington coat factory. So yeah, I don't know. I think about that too, because, you know, I got all this shit in here. This tub, that tub, all these tubs, all these boxes, and all of this stuff up here. And then tubs. So this whole little corner is full of my old shop's stuff. And I don't want to say that I necessarily failed as much as I just did other things. I didn't have a brick and mortar store. I had just, I would go to conventions, Comic-Cons, school functions and stuff, and just set up a table and sell stuff. And then I just didn't have time, or I felt like I just got lazy. You know how you get sometimes where you're just like, I don't want to do anything. And now it just sits in this storage, and I can totally still sell it. It's still very wanted stuff. Like majority of these things, like I showed you, it's just like, you know, what's in this one? More Funko Pop stuff. Yeah, it's just like Metal Gear Solid, Nendoroids, Pops, Snoopy, Ren and Stimpy, just random stuff. Lost Ronin. It's all stuff that I could definitely sell. Same thing with this, like, you know, what's in this? I mean, who wouldn't buy that? That's a collector's item right there. Like Stranger Things, like, yeah, I mean, at that time it was $50 when I priced it out, but I guarantee now it's probably not that. You know, like, these things were popular at the time. There's a bunch of these in all these boxes. A White Ranger pop, random McDonald's toys. I don't know why that one's in there. Yeah, like, it's all stuff that I could totally sell on eBay or take it to a flea market or Macari or something like that. But then I start to think I'm going to sell all this stuff, and then inevitably I'm like, I'll do it later. And then I never get to it because they turn the light off on me. That's kind of freaky. Turn on the light, man. Hey, brother. There we go. But yeah, so we found said shirt. I'm going to go through some of this stuff, pull some of it out, and then to take it back with me, possibly sell on eBay and start doing things and stop saying that I'm going to do stuff and not do it. Starting with this. Shout out to that guy, man. All right, so I'm looking at the Funko app. I have some of these things categorized. And now I'm trying to look to find this Benson and whatever anime thing that is. I don't know if these are true. These are kind of shitty pops. A Loot Crate exclusive Emmett Brown and an Alakazam for $221 a piece. I feel like that's kind of overinflated. It does say eBay trending value, whatever that means. I don't know. I don't feel like I believe that. The Mechagodzilla, which I guess would make sense, $221. All these Pulp Fiction ones are always been pretty high. And of course, all the regular show and all the old ones. So I'm going to try to look for some of these in those boxes, pull out the ones that have the most money, and try to sell those either on eBay or Marketplace or something. I don't feel like I want to do Marketplace because people will always ask, you want to do trade? I'm like, no, man. That's why I posted it to sell, because I want the money. Give me the money, man, so I can go and blow it at the casino. Just kidding. I would make wise investments, like buying a bunch of Funko Pops that eventually will just sit there and devalue in money. All right, so back in the car. And hold on. All right. All right, so back in the car from that weird backroom situation that is that safe space storage. I am getting this thing wiped down. It's a little dusty. It's all about presentation, you know? You got to get that 5-star eBay rating. That's how long this thing's been sitting there. And it's been in a box. Yeah, man. So back again to this mall. They're now tearing it down finally. And I don't know what they're going to put here. This whole city, this city is a mess. They don't have any water. It took way too long to build the bridge. They're just now tearing down things that have been sitting vacant for like 20 years. But, wow, this is fancy. Fancy packaging. Okay. Let's do this. I hope Jonathan doesn't mind that I kind of squished his shirt. I'm sure he'll be okay with it. So this place has been abandoned for who knows. And at one point, there was a lot of criminal mischief type things happening in this place. They eventually had to just condemn the building, I think. I guess they're trying to save the businesses that they can save. So like this Burlington / safe space storage. And there was a church down over there. Now they're putting up a sign as I speak, and it says Midnight Rodeo. So I would assume that that's a Mexican nightclub or a cowboy club. Who knows? Yeah, still baffling how this place turned out. It was the mall when I was younger, the mall to go to. So yeah, what do you think? Why do you think this mall failed? You think it was poor business management? They didn't keep up with anything? I don't want to say it's location because it's right across the street from a mall who does a lot of business. They got really good stores in there. They're constantly bringing more new stores. There's never really a open spot. And for some reason, this mall just didn't make it. So I don't fuck this up. That's cool. Oh, no. Oh, God, no. So now that I'm packaging this package for the eBay, I'm gonna go and find a postal worker, and then I'm going to hand this to them and say, hey bro, take my package, bro. Take my eBay. Got the stuff I wanted to get out of the storage because I'm really gonna force myself to try to start getting rid of all that stuff. Sell quote unquote store things from my, I don't want to say old because I'm still technically doing it. Like I said, I don't have a physical store. I just sell at conventions and stuff like that. But there's not really any conventions going on right now. Yeah. I forgot where I was saying. Forgot where I was going with that thought. So I got the package. Let's go mail it. Target acquired. I'm waiting for the doctor. They just took some x-rays to see if my foot's still broken. And then what they're gonna do about it, if it is. So, yeah. All right, so out of the doctor said everything's all good, all cool. He said nothing seems wrong with my foot. Seems like it's healing pretty well. And back to work on Monday. It's kind of a weird situation because the other day I was saying that I can't wait to go back to work, but now that I know on Monday I'm going back to work, now I'm like, I don't want to go to work, you know? So, yeah, it's kind of weird. So I'll enjoy the rest of my week here. Today's Tuesday, so I'll enjoy the rest of my week. Try to finish up some things that I need to do, stop procrastinating, because Monday's back to work. I got a couple other things I need to do today, but they're kind of boring. It's just like phone call type stuff, so it's not going to be interesting. And also, it's important information, so I don't need to be, putting that over the airwaves. So, I appreciate you watching. Got some things planned. coming up. So look out for that. And yeah, man, thanks for watching.